Giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai Bashim Makapadash. Shalom to the hopefully elect out there. And I'm going to entitle this video, E, You Can't F with Our Lord and the Angels. When the time comes, you will be completely destroyed, annihilated, decimated, in all words. I can't, there's so many words that I can use. Completely do away with, destroy, mangle, F you up, make you disappear, destroy you, completely destroy you. This is a video, make this super short, put up by Sunday Cool Teas. X this out. I'm not going to show the video because you know how YouTube do. But, and I heard this before. Look at this. They would have to send me all this. Okay, so it says, I'll show, got to watch the whole video. Episode 33, what's stealing energy from the sun? This is an orb, a ship, a chariot, whatever you want to call it, parked right next to the sun. You see this right here? It's taking energy from the sun. There's no ship, there's no thing that E has created that can come nowhere even near this close. This chariot is parked right next to the sun. This, I believe this was the Air Force. I don't remember the guy's name when they had all that talk about UFOs. Now, you know, Air Force personnel that see UFO, you can report it. Back in the day, don't report it, act like you didn't see nothing. So now they say there's so many what they call UFO sightings that they have to report it. Too many people are seeing it. Everybody and their mama got a smartphone or a camera, so you can't deny it no more. So there's one, I believe he was Air Force, high-ranking guy. They were talking about this was over the TikTok, the TikTok video, some 2, 3, 4 years ago. So the guy was talking about his experiences with these UFOs, UAPs, and he said, I would estimate that the technology of these UFOs, UAPs are 1,000 years more advanced than us. And that's a lot of years too. But really, that technology goes back to before the earth was created, before the heavens were put together. So you got to talk about thousands of years in advance. Could you imagine what the Alexander and his armies would do against a modern, fully equipped army today would do? They would wipe them out inside of an hour. Hit them with a missile, they're gone. That's the difference of technology. The Romans couldn't mess with today's military with their technology, with their missiles, with their, you know, their what do you call it, javelins. You know, they couldn't. An army from the ancient world couldn't mess with. Talking about the Romans, the Greeks, the Persians. This is the height of this man's technology. But when you go and deal with the angels, you will see that, you know, you made a big mistake. You made a big mistake. It says in, and I can quote precepts and bring out precepts all day on the UFOs. I got an actual list that I don't even try to go to, with about 30 scriptures on it on the UFOs. Some of the main ones would be Zechariah 5, also Zechariah 6, Isaiah 66, verse 15, Revelation chapter 10, Acts 1, Matthew 24. I mean, there's so many precepts on the ships. Ezekiel's vision in Ezekiel chapter 1, Elijah and Elisha, Elijah being taken up, being beamed up. I mean, there's so many precepts on that particular subject. Now, in Second Ezra chapter 13, I mean, that's a script for a movie right there. You know, when it says in that passage, you know, starting from the first verse, Second Ezra 13, 1 on down, it's Ezra speaks of the Lord, that he's on a mountain. He was actually in a mountain, and that mountain was a ship, a gigantic ship that will redeem the elect of Israel. It says in that passage, as you read down the verses down, it says that they were afraid and yet durst fight. What does that mean? If you're afraid, you turn around and run, you retreat. What does it mean by and yet durst fight? Because the Spirit's going to be on them to keep coming at them. They have the angels, the Lord and the angels can make you paralyzed, can change your mind. You can be thinking of one thing, and they can make you think of something else, and they can make you do things that you don't necessarily want to do. There's a big thing now in the Sakari. I believe it was Deacon Carter did a video on it. I didn't get a chance to watch it, and I heard about it for the last 2-3 days. There was a crash of a UFO, UAP that crash landed in somebody's yard in Las Vegas. So they were interviewing certain people. They called it in. They were interviewing certain people that were eyewitnesses, and they said they saw these beings. He said they were definitely not humans. They were 100% not humans. If you put in Las Vegas UFO sighting recently, this within the last day, the last 10 hours, last 2 days or whatever. So one of the witnesses said he saw beings coming out of the ship, and they had to be anywhere from 8 to 10 foot tall. And he said that he took out the camera, and the camera turned off, it just turned off. And I believe he said that the angel had a power that paralyzed him. Now, if you ever suffered from, what's the term that they call it? Esau calls this sleep. Is it sleep apnea? I believe there's another term for it. I can't think of the term, but it's actually demons riding you, where you go to pray to the Father, and then you go to pray and call the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and then your mind says, no, say Satan, Satan. So you have to fight that. You can't scream, you can't move. So those demons on the left, the spirits on the left-hand side, hold you down. And then they get into your head and they get into your dreams. There was a camera, I believe there was a ring camera, ring phone camera, whatever you want to call it, ring camera. Then they had other cameras, and they said the part where the angels came out of the ship, the cameras didn't work until the angels left. But they said they did see what they would make as men, but not men. And they had to be anywhere from 8 to 10 feet tall. So if this is true, then you are in trouble, which you are in trouble, whether it's true or not, whether they made it up or not, whether it's a psyop or not. Psyop meaning psychological operation. Look, the angels are coming down, spying out this land. And, the scriptures say one angel can take out this whole planet. One angel killed 85,000 Israelites during the time of King David. One angel took out 185,000 Assyrians. One angel. So, you got to watch this video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a copy of it. And it actually, that's the sun. That's the sun. This is the chariot. Esau can't make nothing to come nowhere close to the sun. Nowhere close. They could be miles away from the sun and still be burnt to a cinder. Here you got an angel, a chariot parked next to the sun, pulling energy out of the sun, from the sun. This is a day that you can't compare to any day in history. This is going to happen during the time of Jacob's trouble. And the elect will be redeemed. They will be beamed up into the ships. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.